Hi, Kevin Wright, and I'm back with another property finance video. And this week we're going to be talking about the 5 common traits that make for a successful property investor. Sound interesting? Hey, stick around. People that are successful at investing in property, are there any common denominators? Are there any links or are there any characteristics that they tend to share? Well, I think there are, and I'm going to run through them with you today. So these characteristics, they're things like resilience, persistence, determination, patience, and dedication. Now, why are these things important? Quite simply because property investing is not as simple as falling off a log. It's not something that everyone can do. In theory, everyone has the opportunity to be a property investor and a successful property investor, but actually relatively few people do it or achieve it. There's an awful lot more people try it, find out it's not as easy as they thought it was, or as easy as people have told them it is, and they fall over and drop it out and go away and never try to do it again. So for all the successes, there's probably, 10 times as many people that try it and fail as the ones that stick at it and are successful. And maybe 10 times is a gross under exaggeration, I don't know. What I do know, it's a very small percentage of the UK population that is active in property, and an even smaller percentage that are B, successful. And it's certainly quite a bit less than even 5% of the UK population. It's something like 1% of the population have got more than one investment property. So clearly not everyone's at it, and clearly it's not easy enough that everyone wants to do it. It's quite a niche area. Having said that, there are still hundreds of thousands of people that are doing it or trying to do it or competing with you that wanting to do it. So what separates the wheat from the chaff? Well, it's those characteristics, because you're not going to make a success out of property in 7 days. You're almost certainly not going to make a success out of property in 7 weeks. And if you're very fortunate, you might make a success out of property in 7 months. But you can absolutely make a success out of property in less than 7 years. Hey, have you subscribed yet? If not, click the button there. Oh, and that dingy belly thing there, so you don't miss a new video every time I release one. Thank you. And follow me on Instagram too. There's the button down there. Thank you. The fact is, you're going to have obstacles, you're going to have challenges, you're going to have barriers to you succeeding in property. And it's how you deal with them and your resilience and your persistence in overcoming all those barriers and obstacles and the like that's going to say whether you stick at it in property or you're one of the casualties that fall away. And if you're one of the casualties that fall away, maybe you're not even watching this video anyway, because you've just got disenchanted with the whole thing. So it's recognizing that you're going to have setbacks. The setbacks are probably going to hit you in the pocket and cost you money, but you're able to withstand and overcome those setbacks to keep pushing forward. Now, there's a great quote, a different context, I'll grant you that, in one of the later Rocky films, where he says, I believe it's to his son actually, that he says, it's not about how hard you get hit, it's about how hard you get hit and you can still keep moving forward. Now, if I got that quote slightly wrong, well, I'll apologise for that, but I think you get the meaning. So it's about rolling with the proverbial punches or the setbacks you get in property, finding a way round them and still keep moving forward. Finding a way to overcome your challenges and still make the success. Now, not every deal is going to work out, but you will learn. And there's another great saying that I've seen: when you lose, don't lose the lesson. So when you make the inevitable mistakes that you're going to make in property, learn from that and do it better next time. So there's no quick fix, there's no silver bullet, there's no magic potion, and there's no get rich quick solution. But there are a multitude of different ways, different strategies to make money out of property. And it's about picking the one that resonates most strongly with you and implementing it and getting better at implementing it each time you try it. So overnight successes actually are a few years in the making. And so the people that you think, oh, they're really lucky, you know, I'm doing a lot of quotes here this week, and to quote an old golfer, Gary Player, I think it was, he said, you know, the more I practice, the luckier I get. And maybe you need some help along the way. And if you've watched any of my other videos or you've seen other stuff that I've done, you probably know that I run events. Now, most of the time they're one-day entry-level events that can give you the opportunity to spend a bit of time with me and see if I'm the sort of person that you find you can work with. I tend to look at these as sort of like an extended test drive. You know, with some cars, they can say, hey, here's the keys, take it for an extended drive, bring it back tomorrow, bring it back for 24 hours later. It's a bit like that. Come spend a bit of time with me and see if working with me is what you're actually looking for right now. Now, I've never done a free event. I've always made them, at least modestly priced. And at my BRR summits, it's £47 for a day. On these days, I'll give you some takeaway content. You'll get 2 external speakers on different subjects related to BRR. So it could be tax, planning, social housing, other associated subjects. You spend a few hours with me to help you evaluate whether you think I'm the right trainer for you, if you feel you need some training. That'll allow you to make an informed decision whether you feel my advanced training is right for you. And hey, you'll get decent cooked lunch into the bargain. So there's some observations that I've made over the years on what I think makes a successful property investor. It's not the deals that they do, it's the mindset that they have that leads to the deals that they do. If you found this useful, I'm going to be back next week with another property finance video. In the meantime, hey, have a great week. See you then.
If you enjoyed watching this video, did you know every Monday morning at 8:30 I do a live Facebook Q&A. So if you want to start the week with checking out some answers to your property finance questions, click the link here.